Hey, it's Dr. McLean with Vital Energy Chiropractic. I was listening to this podcast yesterday and I heard this quote. I don't know if it was from this man's name is Jason Hartman. I don't know if it was his quote or if he was quoting somebody else, but he said, luxury is lull to apathy. Luxury is lull to apathy. Now, what that means to me is luxury, we can think of fancy cars and mansions, but in that statement, luxury meant to me is all these amazing modern conveniences that we have today, which is great. Like, I really enjoy those things. The fact that you can pick up your phone and find out all this amazing information, or you can call your loved ones or text your loved ones from anywhere around the world, instantly connect with them. We have, not only we have cars, we don't have to walk places or ride horses, but those cars have heated seats and heated steering wheels, and we park them in garages with automatic garage door openers, and we have washing machines and dryers. And instead of the Industrial Revolution where we're having to work in factories and physically do all this hard work, now we sit at computers in temperature-controlled environments, and all those things are great, but it can lead to that apathy that he talked about in that statement. And what that means to me is, we've got to force ourselves, if we want to stay healthy and we want to grow mentally, we've got to challenge ourselves. We've got to physically get out of our comfort zones, right? So if you're somebody that, as the type of job you have is you're spending most of your time at a computer, which is, I would say, the majority of people, you've got to get out, and you've got to get outside your comfort zone. You've got to get your heart rate up. You've got to do things that's going to force yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Your muscles are not going to get stronger by resting them, right, and sitting at a computer. And that gets worse over time if we don't physically challenge those things. Mentally, things that can lead to cognitive decline is that we're not forcing ourselves to learn or to explore or be creative. Worked with phones, it creates, you can look anything up in a heartbeat. You just push the button, Siri, what is the capital of whatever? We don't have to do any research and think and try to learn those things. And I'm not saying we should never use our phone for those things, of course, but we don't have to put the energy and effort in to do those things. So really think about that, especially with your health, that you've got to get yourself out of your comfort zone physically. You've got to get your heart rate up. Let's give the example of somebody can have high blood pressure and they go to the doctor and say, you've got high blood pressure, here's a medication to fix that. And the answer is probably because you're sitting at a desk most of the day. Even if you're not overweight, you're not getting your heart rate up. And so your body says, we've got to raise the blood pressure so we can get more oxygen to the tissues. So we have your body's trying to make a solution, and then we try to fix that problem with a medication that, again, doesn't force us to get out of our comfort zone. So we've got to get our heart rate up. We've got to physically challenge our muscles. If you want to stay healthy, if you're not concerned about your health, then don't do those things, of course. And I think all those things have been compounded with COVID because we've been taught to stay home. So now, even if you go to a restaurant, you're more likely maybe to get carry out, go through the drive-through. We don't have to get out and visit friends and things like that. We can just stay at home and not do anything. And so just think about that with your health, is that, get yourself outside of your comfort zone physically, mentally, learn a new skill or read about something and do some things that are going to get you outside of your comfort zone physically, but also mentally as well. And really think about that in terms of your health.